Hey, so this is Greg Merrick. A little more Warthunder here. So this is a replay I just had. I thought I did pretty well here. I'm in my Tiger E class, or mod. And I think this is a 5.0 to 6.0, because my tank is a 6.0. I was up tiered here. And this is a bit of a longer match, so let's find myself getting into position here. I actually was confused at this point. I thought I was heading south, but it turns out I was heading north. I thought I was heading kind of like a southwest, ended up heading northwest. But anyway, I'm going to find myself a position here. See if I can't spot some enemies as they roll up towards the B objective is what I'm heading towards. I'm going to see just how destructible these environments are here in just a second. Yep. It didn't sound a whole lot better than that actually in the match. Anyway, I'm going to knock down some more stuff. Alright, I think right about here is where I start seeing enemies. So this is an enemy right here. I spot him. I decided to take a shot and a run because I didn't know if he was going to fire back at me. But now that I've got him pinned, I'm going to go ahead and take my shot, take my time, take my shot. I did not see the M22 in the distance there because I'm playing on realistic, and these names did not pop up for me. I think I'm trying to, yep, I got the hit. I saw it coming, and I think I ended up hitting something along here instead of hitting him. But luckily he did the same thing. Yeah, he's in too light of a tank to be playing that game with me. I really outclassed that M22. He really didn't have much of a chance. I guess the Tiger's armor is effective against a few tanks left in this game. So I see this the smoke come up from these shots over here. So I take aim, but as it turns out, there's a tank right here. I don't recall quite what tank that. Oh, it's a Thunderbolt, and he's nailing me in the side. There's not a whole lot I can do here, and of course this tank here is he doesn't see him either. But luckily somebody down this line spots him and kills him. So at this point you can't tell, but all but one of my crew members are dead, and I'm just deciding whether or not I should respawn. What I tend to do in these matches is I respawn as an aircraft and provide air support, and I believe that's exactly what I'm going to do. Can you give me just a moment? So that was me. I just bailed out just because I only one crew member left, and the way it is right now with the last man standing is you can either drive or you can shoot, but unless I'm in a really good position or something like that, I tend to just bail out. So I did not see this Typhoon at this time. I hopped in my D-13. Who doesn't love a door, right? So actually, you know what? I do spot the Typhoon right about here. I decide I'm going to turn out, and I want to see if he adjusts to intercept me. If he was going to adjust, I would know I would know that he had seen me. And I believe I lost him right about here because he's going to be starting to move through these rivers and things. I lost this dot. And here in just a minute I'm going to, yep, see, I realized that he's going for ground targets. So I'm going to dive in. I think I may have lost him again for just a minute. Still keeping an eye out over towards their base. I'm going to dive in. I also don't know what range he's at when I'm engaging. And I wanted to try to sneak up on him if I could. So I wanted to stay pretty well behind him. There we go. So I flamed him with the first burst, but for that first long burst, but I went ahead and decided to finish him off. And I'm going to climb away. I believe there might be another aircraft down here. I don't see him quite yet. But so I'm just going to climb back to altitude. I did not bring any bombs. I'm not going to strafe ground targets with my 20 millimeter rounds. I'm just going to get altitude and protect my team from enemy aircraft. And I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. I don't climb too high. I'm not going to climb to 50,000 feet. Just trying to intercept ground attackers. I just climb to a couple thousand meters, that is. I'm just going to watch for when the enemy starts spawning aircraft. This is still pretty early in the match. I didn't anticipate running into too many aircraft, but I'm just kind of doing my little patrol circle between the enemy airfield and/or spawn point and in the ground map. Still don't see anything. Now, obviously, at this time, I would be much more frantically looking around. In just a minute here, I'm going to spot. I do not spot the P-51 that flew over in this direction. I do not spot him right away. But I believe I spot the P-38. Like I said, I do not spot this P-51 yet. I think I was still staring at this P-38, waiting for him to make his move. Have I not spotted that P-38 yet? Oh yeah, I did. I was just lining up on him. Like I said, at no point do I spot that P-51. Yeah, so he's turning in. I'm not going to burn the energy on that. I'll realign and come back around. Oh, sorry, that's not the P-38. That's an attacker coming in. The tracers don't quite line up the way that I believe I saw them at the time, but not a big deal. And while I'm watching this guy burn, I noticed the Havoc coming in, and I want to make sure it's not a fighter. If it is a fighter trying to climb on me, I don't want to give him a shot. But I'll go ahead and I'll dive on the Havoc. I still do not spot that P-51 who's trying to close on me. I'm going to take his wing. At this time, I believe I do spot the P-51. And I'm trying to maneuver away from him. So he may have lost me there. I decided to, I had called for help and I flew over my allies in case there were any AA in the area. And now I lost his dot. He may have lost mine by now. And so I've decided to go ahead and climb, get some altitude so I can engage. Now that would never have worked on realistic air because he would have seen me dive away. But as soon as he lost track of me, that was it. I could escape without any problem. Now I believe that this is I'm going to spot this guy here in just a second, and I believe this is the P-51 that I had just got done engaging. I do not know where the hell he's going. It's because I believe the P-51 was trying to chase me down, and I just so happened to have that much more energy than he did. And I'm just like, wow, this guy really just doesn't care. So I'll take him down, and I'm heading back over. I'm not sure what happened to the enemy P-51. Yeah, he's still alive. He's the only one still alive. There he is. He's way up there. I did not see him at this time. I think the ticket counter is going to end before I ever engage this guy. Yeah, I don't even have very much airspeed right now. I'm really slacking. Now, I believe I'm looking like this right now. I'm looking down. I'm looking. I want to see people on the horizon. I want to see people below me. I did not look above me. I think he's in the sun right now. Yeah. So he may very well see me. I do not see him. This is not me maneuvering to engage him. I do not believe it is. No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would have been quite that aggressive with AI player. Or a player with so much more energy than I have. Yep, that I did see. And I was going to maneuver on him. Oh, because he's diving on the HE-111. He really burnt his energy maneuvering against the HE-111, though. And he's still maneuvering it. That was the end of the match. Well, anyway. So, yeah, I had a good match. I felt like I had fun. I always like doing the... I always like having the option to jump into an aircraft and play with that after playing the tanks. Anyway, well, thanks for watching if anybody is, and I'll see you next time.